Here's just a little bit down from where I just showed you. See on the tree where that big bank was. To me it looks like an Indian head, and then something else down below it. You can see real close there's paint still on the tree. Kind of similar to the paintings of the other guy. Even something on this side. And see, you just have to kind of look and see, especially if it's old, like down here. Looks like people to me. It'd be hard to tell what it is, but if they painted it and burned it or put clay on it, whatever they did, that's pretty cool. It's still here. Pretty tree. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's so beautiful. All the banks right here down this creek are the same though. The big trees kind of flare out real pretty. Like this one flares out real pretty. It's kind of like it's got two openings, or like a doorway kind of. And in the other video I showed you just for a second, there's a really big tree in the entranceway that's really pretty and still preserved and hasn't rotted out or nothing. And it looks cool as hell. But I think that's what's going on the other side, and that little creek is the same thing right here, and I'll show y'all in just a minute. It's just pretty how all this stuff is kind of just done together. Here's another really cool tree. And more banks, kind of similar things going on. To me, it would make sense that they would live under these spaces, or like entangled in the trees, you know, and not have to make a hut out of bamboo or whatever they would use. Trees. Cut down trees. I would live right up under there. If this is all I had, that's pretty cool to me. And here's something else that looks painted on this tree. And nowhere else on that tree has anything like that. So way up there, it's a little orange clay paint looking thing. But they're like just flared out real pretty. Like they're doorways, and that's just cool to me. There's even stuff painted on that one. You have to see real close. Right here. And like the knob of that tree right there even looks like a face. See? Isn't that crazy? Now there's more stuff down here too. Here's more cool like bank tree things, and here's another one. It kind of just flares out in a really cool way with stuff on it. That looks like it's an eagle. Or something made on this tree. Isn't that crazy? That flares out the same way with the knobs. Looks like there's paint on that one too. That's so cool to me. There's something down here on the bottom of the tree. You can't really see. The sun is just the blacker spot of the tree. Looks like something was painted there. Here's another tree that's sort of pretty flared out like that. Kind of similar to the beginning of the other video, that one, but it's just smaller and not as done good. This particular spot, I find a bunch of Indian rocks. There's always moss on the side of these banks too. I think the Indians used to live on them, but this is a cool spot to me. This big tree is done entangled with the bank like the other ones in a specific way. Isn't it pretty? If I can see. I'm kind of scared because of the animals living in the bank. You can go on this side and look. Alrighty. It's kind of cool. Another cool tree. I wonder what's the water that bank. This is like a little waterfall. Again, this is a creek. It's just completely dried up. It's been dried up for a while. Let's go walk this way. This is a new way. I've never been this way. Or not a new way, but I've never been this way. I'm a little bit nervous. It's a bunch of rocks. Piece of metal. And plastic. Indian wrap. And there's another one. Oh, Jesus. This is neat. Maybe they were little right here in this spot. Some pretty rocks. Looks like somebody holding something. The Indians done that. It looks like another tree entwined. I don't know what this water is on the bank. I'm kind of scared to go that way. Just never been down there, and I know I don't have my boots on. Let me go get my boots on and I'll be back. And we'll walk down that way and see what's down that way. Do you want to see it again? It's kind of cool. You gotta go down that way. I think it's like a little creek that goes all the way around. Does anybody know what this is? Oh, cool. Look at that. The blue one. I think the Indians made this little creekway. Saw the water flow in one spot down where their houses are at. Because it went up the hills right here, I think, wasn't it? Oh, look at that. Looks like a face. A nose. It's cool. It's pretty. There's something poked off in there, seems like. It feels like something stuck in there. I don't know. That's cool. This is cool to me. I'll come through here later on today with the camera set up so y'all can see how cool it is. And a better view than what this phone camera can do. Alright guys, I'll let y'all see the other side of the tree. That's real cool in just a second, okay? I'll be right back.